Hey everyone, I'm really excited to share with you my, I'm gonna call it done. I think there's something about these junk journals, they're a little bit like a sketchbook or an art journal where you're kind of, okay, I could go in and add some more stuff, but then you're also a little bit done with it, right? So I keep mine in this beautiful cover from Webster's Pages. So my next junk journal insert is already ready to go. I made this and it was so much fun. I'm really happy to get into it. I think what I love about this size is, first of all, the inserts are easy to make, and also it didn't take me eternity to get through one, which really works well for my very kind of impatient, fickle character. So I think I finished this in what, like a couple of weeks, maybe 2-3 weeks, which is perfect in my book or traveler's notebook. See what I did there? Anyway, I'll do I guess a quick flip through. Most of the artwork here is from TandiArt, so let's look through this. This has, I will talk, I guess, a little bit through this, talk about the products, so maybe I'll do one without any talking, and this one will be the chatty one. So these are some Daphne's diary pages. I think I tore them out of an old planner, and most of the photos here, with the exception I think of a few Instax you know, prints, are printed with my Canon selfie, which I've talked about numerous times. And what I like about the app there is that you can add these really cute images and brushes to your photos. So these are all from the Sprocket app, and you can download the app and use it to edit your photos, even if you don't have the Sprocket. So don't tell them I told you. This paper is from my husband's. I don't think he has a lot of like old stuff, but he did find this old Filofax that he has. I don't know, is there even a date here? But it has these pages, and they are a little bit, you know, they look kind of vintagey. So I take out pages out of it and I add it to my little inserts. This is some Flow book for the paper lovers. I'm really looking forward to the next one, especially now that I'm using them for these. Again, Daphne's diary. This is some old moleskin paper that I tore out of like an old planner. And the stickers here are some from TandiArt, and then the rest are from my stash. This I made with the We Are Memory Keepers foil quill, the freestyle one, which I adore, and I mentioned that in my favorites. So it works really well. And yeah, lots of scraps. This paper is from an old Cocoa Daisy planner kit. So I had these like A5 planner pages, and I use them also here. This is Daphne's diary. This little note came in the Your Creative Studio September box, which I also showed. And I really like it. It's like a really nice size to take out in journal, and you'll see it also again in this. And it's also really easy to run it through my typewriter. I have a We Are Memory Keepers typewriter, but of course any old typewriter would work. These papers are again from the Flow book for paper lovers. This is some very thin vellum that I got in the bento box. This I think it looks really cool. I have to say I'm always a little bit scared to destroy official documents, but I think we're okay. So this is from an old passport, I'm gonna say again from the 80s or early 90s, of my husband, and you know, he's had since then like already like 3 other passports, so I think it's okay to use them, right? But the paper is nice and it has like these holes, so I think that's pretty neat. Some more mold, I think. What are these? What are you? I don't know, some old planner papers. This is just some packaging that I repurposed, and it was like the edge of a larger, you know, one of these like paper envelopes. But I really like even though it's brown, you know how I feel about brown. Not a huge fan, but I really like the texture of it. And again, I went over it with the foil. It works really well. And yeah, just layering stickers. I absolutely fell in love with, I mean, you would get a very similar effect with washi, like these collages here that I have in the back. But I found all these like vellum stickers on AliExpress, and I know AliExpress is a controversial place, but I feel like with these, you know, super retro designs, this is stuff that, as far as I'm gonna guess, it doesn't really have any more like copyright issues. It's not artwork, so I do feel comfortable ordering from them. So this is the James Burke insert that came in his September box, but you don't need to have like this particular insert. But covering the cover with these vellum stickers as my base, it's just, and I did the same here, and then I used like his stickers as more the focal points, or the ones that I wanted to be on top. But for the background, it's just so easy, and it's really neat. Like not neat like cool, but just neat as in kind of like clean. You know, there's no washi that you have to tear, and you can really adjust your collage, and it already has the adhesive on it, and it's also like semi-transparent or quite transparent, which works really well for collage. So I'm loving all these washi stickers set that I found on Etsy, and it's almost like vinyl. I wish there were a gazillion different prints of this. I love the material, and it only has like 2 of each month. So this is one here I used, and then here I cut the top, and I don't know what I did with it, but I left the September, and I just love how these look. They look so retro, and the material is really cool. So this is Tandi's artwork, and some more paper from the Flow book for paper lovers, book of paper for paper lovers. I don't know how it's called. They bring out every year. They're fantastic. They bring one out every year, and they are fantastic. So some Instax prints that I made in Vienna. I was in Vienna a recent weekend, and this envelope also came in my bento box. Anyway, I took my camera to Vienna, is what I want to say, my Instax camera. So I think I mentioned all the papers when we saw them on the other side, so I'm not gonna talk about it again. But here's another one of these papers from here. Some more tags. This is like this. I need to celebrate this achievement. I've hoarded this little pocket of, you know, this library themed little thing for years. I think I got it in like a studio calico kit in 2014. I want to say maybe even earlier than that, and I kept it because it was so cute. It had that pocket and then these 2 apple clips, and I really wanted to use it, and finally I did. So yeah, and I wrote a little bit about the current book that I'm reading, which I'm absolutely loving. By the way, if you're interested in a really good kind of storytelling book with all kinds of surprises, then this is the 1Q84 by Haruki Murakami. And if you're familiar with him, then I have to say I read, the first book of his that I read was the Wind Up Bird Chronicles. I absolutely loved that, and then I started reading his other books, and I never loved another book as much as I loved the Wind Up Bird Chronicles, which happens to me all the time with writers. It's a thing. But finally, my mom recommended this to me, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it. I just started. It's a really long book, which I also really like, and yeah, I'm really, really enjoying it. So some more Instax. Yeah, this is stuff I cut from the TandiArt papers, and more Instax. Food photos, because that's always good. This soup in Vienna. I have this one place I keep coming back to. I'm going to share with you how to make this in another video. I don't know which one will go first. Maybe this one, but stay tuned for that video. And yeah, more photos of the girls. And here another one of these with my journaling. And that is it. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you soon in another video. Bye.